Early morning, vlog within a vlog.
It is almost 6 o'clock. Had some toast and having a coffee.
Oh, and I probably still look like garbage, but I need to get dressed and throw my gear in the car and head off in the next 5 or 10 minutes for a shoot that is an hour and a half drive away, north of Canterbury, on a farm. I need to fill the car up with petrol and then listen to a podcast for an hour and a half drive this morning. Watch the sun come up. It's going to be nice. I've got pretty much the kitchen sink with me, so I should be able to do anything if anything we have any problems. But I think I'm just going to be mainly running FX6 on the sticks, getting some interview stuff.
I hit the road, but not before filling up with a cheeky bit of petrol. Okay, so what can I tell you about this shoot and this client that would be beneficial for you? It was, I guess, a good lesson learned. It was probably an hour and a half out of town for me, and I didn't realise that going into quoting for the shoot. So when I saw that distance, I was kind of like, oh gosh, that's it's like 3 hours of driving of my time. It's like it turns the half day shoot into a full day shoot. So it was a bit of a conundrum. But I ended up just coming back to them saying, hey, travel costs are typically this for this, but I pretty much just said, hey, here's what the travel costs are going to be. I didn't realise it was so far away, and they said, no problem, that's all good. So sometimes the stress and the tension is just in your own head. But yeah, big drive, then hit some gravel roads to get set up at the first location, which was a dairy farm out kind of Colvin anyway. And yeah, we got into it. The talent were a bit nervous for the shoot. They do not normally talk on camera, so it took a bit of warming up and whatnot, but we started just filming a bunch of B-roll. Okay, change of plans. We were starting to film the audio talking head portion, and then they were like, no, we've got a whole herd of cows coming in to be milked, so super noisy, so we've had to change plans. Shout out to mum and dad for the ham roll that they left at my house, you beauty. We're just driving to a different farm now to do that, so a bit punishing, but you've got to be able to adapt and figure it all out.
About implementing the calving mill, or would like to talk about implementing.
The next couple of hours were working through the scripts and working through various talent, various locations. Really enjoyed shooting with this guy here. He was really good on camera, and had a bunch of fun. It's pretty hard to show and see what's going on the Shinobi there on my iPhone, but pretty basic frames. Center framed for most of them, talking straight down the barrel of the lens using the wireless pros. They went really well. Just mic'd them up with a little lavaliers, and yeah, overall pretty good shoot. I was stoked. I was monitoring the audio throughout, obviously, and just making sure that I wasn't getting anything peaking. Here we tried something new and kind of used a bit of a bounce there it kind of had the sun in the back of the frame, which is sure recommended practice, but I often find it hard to get the exposure levels right, which is why I've been diving a bit deeper into false colour the last few weeks, trying to figure out my ratios. Okay, it's like 10:30 at night, and I should probably be in bed, but I've just finished editing a behind the scenes vlog, and so I'm like, well, this is also kind of behind the scenes. I'm just looking through the photos from today's shoot. I haven't edited any of them yet, and they probably need... I'm just having a hunt. Anywho, I am transferring a bunch of files from this big brick of a thing down here, big rig, to this thing, Thunder 2. And I'm transferring about 1 terabyte. It's going to take about 4 hours because my little runaround, one of these is full. So, and I've got so many projects still pumping, so I need to back up things here, but also have another roaming version. So, yeah, file management is a big one. Yeah, good night. Okay, this has just arrived and I've just ripped it open right now. Finally stepped up and picked up a new MacBook Pro. I'm going to unbox this thing, but literally as we speak, I'm trying to do some pretty basic masking on this project, and it's just not working. Don't tell me it's working now. Oh, classic. Classic. I just restarted my computer like 4 times. It's like, no, stick on, keep using me please for a little bit. But no, you're dead to me now. This is my new baby. Okay. Actually, butcher this. So I opted for the 16-inch MacBook Pro M3 Max, 48 gig memory, just a terabyte. Still bloody expensive, but whew. What does it come with? Probably nothing. Oh, that's so Bundy. Don't tell me. Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, if it didn't even come with a brick, I'd be fuming, eh? Okay, we have a brick, we have a lush cable, probably some stickers, and here is the beast. I opted for the silver as opposed to the space black or whatever the new color is, because I don't know, it seems like a burden, and Kurt has got the space black, and so I don't want to be exactly the same as him, so screw it. I'm probably going to put stickers on it anyway, so. A quick comparison, it's pretty much the same bloody thing. I'll be interested to know. Obviously, I'm finally ditching the touch bar, but I didn't even really use that anyway. We've got different ports. We've got the SD card slot back, which I'm frothing for. Yeah, interested to see how this baby goes. I've been out all day backing up this old computer to this hard drive here. And 3 hours to go. Holy. Okay, and here we have Dropbox backing up a bunch of stuff. 27 minutes left, you beauty. But this has been going for since 24 hours so far. Holy. Okay, doing a bit of work today from a quiet study space at my local library. And I inquired about the space because they said, hey, there was a sign on the table I was working on saying, hey, do you need a quiet space? Ask us. So I asked them, and they were like, yeah, it's for study use only. So I said, yeah, I've got a video project. And they said, cool. So I'm in here for the next 30 or 40 minutes, and then it's booked for someone else. But this is like the dream setup. It's not far from my house and quiet, just to bunker down for a little bit. But you have to be studying. What the hell? But yeah, all good. Okay, kia ora, smashed through pretty much that whole thing of coffee and am on a roll with some editing here. So I thought I would briefly talk about it. Oh, actually, let's talk about this project. I have just been doing some work for Lincoln University many vlogs ago. And this is one of those videos. So, very briefly, here is the loose timeline. Messy, could still tidy it up. It's still kind of like the first rough cut of one of the main kind of hero videos. But music-wise, I used the track from audio and it works really, really well. Had a few pieces where I kind of crank it up, as you can see. And I can talk through how those kind of basic little bits and bobs are done. But you can see my kind of video 1 track here. Baseline has all the key audio throughout. I'll just bop that. And then I've just smattered some B-roll and various things over top as well. Happy with the flow of it. Happy with the messaging. Yeah, I'm really stoked with it, to be honest. And majority of this came together in the last kind of week or two. But it's just, I've spent a little bit of time on it and then gone and worked on other stuff. And it's really hard to get a flow on. So today I've just mashed it out and it's been awesome. This was, if I zoom out a bit, I deleted it all. Another big lesson I've learned looking at my timelines is that you should always good lesson is just duplicating your timelines. So here's the version 1, and jumping across to the version 2 was what I was looking at before. But version 1, let's look back. Here's where I've cut that, and I have all of these sound bites that I could have used. I've got all of this music track that I could have used, but I'm just talking to the organisers. They said the clips need to be about a minute. So we're looking at 1:09 for this so far. So they've said that time's good. So I'm going to submit this as like a first draft for the hero kind of piece to the Lincoln Uni team, and fingers crossed they like it. More vlog chat. This is from a shoot that I documented recently, farming, bunch of talking head videos, various locations, and I haven't put this in a vlog yet because I haven't caught up, but obviously I will have by now. A lot of different videos, and these were all filmed on one camera, the FX6, one angle, which I do not like when doing interviews. I much prefer to have two angles, so if they don't know their lines, e.g. these guys, they were learning the script and there was a lot of detail, so there's a lot of cuts here that I'm going to have to cover with B-roll, but I will get to that when I get to it. So yeah, tough, tricky conditions actually lighting these because it was very much on the fly and setting them up in different spots, but I'm building out my timeline and I am starting to put a lot more edits in one timeline and then exporting each section as opposed to doing different timelines for each video. Bit of an end of an era here. This laptop served me very well. But I've just picked up a new one. So handing this on to another great creator. Here he is. Yeah, great. I stopped into Rockpool and did a bit of work there for a little bit, which is where we've got a shoot coming up. So I wanted to check out the space at different days, different light, etc. Proof is in the pudding here. I do not want to bore you, so I'll try and be as effective as possible. I had a problem with this project, and the problem was that I had files on 3 different hard drives, some provided by the client, some for me, then some in my backup. It was just files everywhere. It was a big project, but in my footage bin, these were all the clips that were provided by the client. Real mix, some log, some not, some all over the show. Yeah. So my problem was I'd grabbed these from dozens of different folders within a hard drive, and I didn't know how to find them all again. I wanted to copy them and put them in one place. Did a quick bit of research and found a solution that I think might have actually worked, so I'm stoked. Because I didn't want to have like 6 flipping hard. I'm already used all my ports on my computer, and I'm like, so I went to media management, and then I had some clips selected, so that meant I could clip on clips, and I wanted to copy them. I chose a spot that I wanted to copy them, the selected media pool clips because I had them all highlighted, and then I wanted all media because I wanted everything that I'd brought across. And then I wanted to relink these to the new files, which meant that I didn't have an error problem saying where are they, because it knows where they are because it just copied them. And it worked brilliantly. Like literally, I've done that, and then here are these files, and I don't have the hard drive plugged in anymore. And actually I do, but I've ejected it. So here it is here. And touch base. I mean, fingers crossed. They're still there and it's linked, so my projects don't all get ruined. Stoked. Cheers, Da Vinci. Okay, candid car angled chats while I'm driving to Light Chasers Rentals for tonight's shoot. I don't know why, but I'm hella nervous. I've been really nervous for the shoot, and I don't know why. This is for Rockpool / Mickey Finn's, bars, kind of event spaces in town. I've known about this gig for months. What feels like months anyway, but for some reason I've mood boarded, I've planned it out, and that was kind of part of the pitching process. Got the job and refined the deliverables. It's really like a 30-second piece, a couple of shorter reels just with some of the best bits, and a little gimbal walkthrough of one of the venues, and 2 or 3 photos, really just to capture a few of these spots. And that all sounds, maybe this is making me calmer about the shoot, but for some reason there's this nervous energy of I don't know what's going to happen, and the lighting, and I don't know, just got a random feeling, but I know that once I get there I'll probably be fine. So hopefully I've decided to last minute call up Light Chasers Rentals last night and say, hey, can I rent a light tube? Because one thing I thought, let's light this and make it look really nice. And they were like, we don't really want big fat flipping lights in our bar while we're open. And I'm like, fair enough. So I've compromised with a little a portable light tube that if we need a little bit of punch, a little bit of something, then hopefully that'll work. I've never used a light tube in my life, but have seen enough flipping YouTube videos. But I didn't want to ramble, so I've booked that, picking it up now, then heading into town-ish, and the shoot is in an hour 45. I've got to get through traffic and reread over the Milano board, and I'll talk you through this after the shoot, but I don't know, freaking out. Should be fun. Okay, the classic boot sneak peek. I've got A7 IV plus a bunch of stuff in here, gimbal ready to go, 5-in-1 reflector, emergency if needed. This is what I've just picked up, Amaran light tube, don't know the official name. It is flipping long, like whoa. And then my normal FX6 kit. Okay. Okay, gear picked up, now waiting outside Kurt's house for him to get home from his haircut. He's going to be assisting me tonight, pretty much carrying some gear, helping with a few hold light and whatnot, just kind of helping make the shoot a little bit smoother, which is going to be nice. It's clutch not having to worry about. I filmed something on the gimbal, I just hand it straight off to him and then grab my other camera instead of like figuring out where to put it down. It's just like... where am I going to put this? Where am I going to grab that? I've got this hand in this. Oh, I need more light here. I got to stop. And yeah, it's going to be good. But I'm just waiting for him. So yeah, watching YouTube. Not too much BTS from this shoot. There's Kurt with the light there. It actually came in clutch in this situation where people were dining. Oh, here you go. Here you can kind of see it. Just fills, bounces off the plates and everything on the table and just really helped that shot. So I was stoked. Oh, Kurt with the money break. Yeah, had a bunch of fun. It was all good. So I'm working through the edits for them now.
Shoot done, baby.
Shoot done.
Time for rolling.
Do the mahi.
Get the treats. How long is it?